All right. Round 3, opponent wants to say, good luck, have fun. We shall say it back.
All right. On the draw, I think we're ready to keep this hand.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we got to keep
It's got such potential, but it needs a little help.
a lot of upside potential for this
Plains
hand.
into forest, I don't think we can lose that game. Oh, boy. Maybe I spoke too soon. Oh. Okay. All right. Come on. Daddy needs a new pair of shoes.
Yeah, we are like a plains away from just having a sick hand. I mean, actually, any land is going to be good for this hand. Obviously, plains better. Obviously, if we go plains into forest, we're looking amazing. But
would you consider yourself a lucky person?
Depends on the day. Sometimes I've been pretty lucky with this format. I fully admit that.
All right, I'm excited.
Problem is we can't block the cleric, but we're still looking good.
You don't want to... Oh, we can't block the cleric.
No, he's got the anointing.
Oh, no, we can't. Right, sorry. Yeah.
But still, we get grass play at worst. Or actually, we get knight at
play
worst.
the knight, yeah. Well, presumably we attack with the guy and leave up flare.
Yeah, that's
See,
also...
It's so funny, because he has to tap his thing now for it to have any value. And then his blocker is very unlikely to be... Oh, now, the only thing that would be great for him here would be an Antuco Husk.
And even if he has Husk... We get to attack into it, let him sack, and then flare, which is just brutal against him.
Alternatively, we could just grasp. That's not insane either, but...
Well, maybe we just rip that green mana and get to go Castellan here. He could also go Reeve. He could go Reeve Soul or a Mancer. All right, well...
That's no dice.
Not too intimidated by that.
Forest. Oh, no dice. All right, that's okay.
So we get to swing with Lieutenant and follow up with Knight. That's pretty good.
Lieutenant has, I mean, presumably he's not chumping here, but that's so bad for him.
Wow.
Really? I mean, you got to make some stuff. I mean, we can't be sad about that.
No, I'm very happy about that, especially since we've got a grip full of cards and he's down to 3.
Forest here with Wild Instinct is going to be so good if we hit it.
Yeah.
And his Anointer doesn't do anything on blocks.
And we have a grass potential or a flare at worst. I mean, ooh, wow.
Oh, boy. All right, we got a mountain to climb in that life
he's just going for the race. He's got 2 black mana up. I don't think that means anything necessarily.
I mean, we could get one of our guys resold, but...
I think he's still... Yeah, he definitely wants to keep the beats going. I don't think I want to make this trade.
No, you definitely don't, because we Hieromancer. He gets in for 2. He gets in for 3, rather. We Hieromancer, we get in for 6.
Yeah,
the following turn we get in for even more.
Renown.
You get an extra 3 damage the following turn. Uh-oh.
All right,
that's fine.
That's actually not bad here at all.
That's altogether too slow, I think.
I have had some good decks with Shadows of the Past.
Forest.
But, ooh. Yeah, I don't think we grasp now. I think we full on Wild Instincts.
Yeah, we do. Oh boy.
So we get to eat. We get to eat Cleric. And we just
hit for. I haven't run the numbers, but I think it's 1 million.
He does get to scry, but
that's okay. We hit for 7. We get 2+1/+1 counters, and our guy pumps the other stuff next turn. And the following turn, we can play Citadel Castellan. If we had allowed me to play Castellan and Grasp of the Hieromancer.
Yeah, we've got some good potential coming up here.
We're putting the screws to him. There we go. Insanely, he's still on 19. But he's down to 1 card.
The Cleric into Cleric play was 6 life, right? That's pretty good.
Did he put that card on top or bottom? Or does it really matter?
Oh, yeah, good point. Let's check it out. He, what did he put it on? I'm curious.
Oh, down. Top. So he kept it.
Something good.
Hopefully it's just a big creature that we can grasp out of the way.
Or even flare away if it's too big of a threat.
Right. That's not so bad at all, really, let's be honest.
So we still get to go Castellan.
If we had a land, I think we still I think we use all our mana and put the grasp on the guy, though.
I'd really love to hit white mana because we can go Castellan.
Flare.
Yeah. And he's going to want to use the Anointer on the Cleric, too. Wow. It's like Christmas over here, Dennis. All right,
this is sick.
Let's smash in.
You can even set. You can he might just not. Yeah, he attacks. Yeah, you block with the Castellan, then you flare him.
Yeah,
that's insane.
I mean, The one issue with Flare is it's so easy to telegraph. You know what I mean?
You could be bluffing it, you know.
True.
This is also the most logical way to tap that the mana we have, having flare or not.
Let's see if he kept that one on top. I didn't check again. No, he bottomed that one.
Good news.
All right.
Okay. Don't care about that.
So we get to block plus flare, which is pretty sick here.
The Griffin's kind of scary. It attacks for 4. Although, I mean, we attack for 8 or whatever, so it's probably fine.
He's definitely thinking about the Celestial Flare, so. All right, he wisely played around it.
That's fine.
Let's see what we got. Oh. So.
Do you want to Hieromancer up something?
Yeah, we can Hieromancer.
I think we Hieromancer Castellan and tap his Cleric. Because that incentivizes him to chump into the Griffin.
Yeah, definitely. It does make Citadel like Castellan a big target, but
it's a big 3/4 target though.
I still think it's right. We can even follow up play with Aven if we don't want to leave up Flare. I like that.
I like following up with Aven. I think we win that race. Remember the Castellan's vigilant, so
yeah, that's true. All
you
right,
can just
so
chuck everything on the Castellan.
We smash with both.
What's beautiful here is you tap his Cleric, and then what happens here is there's a decent chance he just double blocks the Knight, and then we flare him.
Yeah, that'd be pretty.
Although
busted.
he can't.
He can't even double block it.
He can double block the Knight, the 4/3, but I mean then he's letting the Castellan.
He might
through.
just chump to dig with his Shadows of the Past. It looks like he is.
That's totally fine.
I think we follow up with Aven here.
I think so too.
Oh, he found something.
Does that make you more likely to keep Flare?
No,
maybe?
I think we're still winning the race pretty handily. Even if he has the removal spell, the Unholy Hunger, for the Castellan, we're still winning the race.
How many things his need has been for the Shadows? 5?
He needs 4 creatures. Oh, he does have 3. That's a good point.
Oh wait, don't block.
All right. So we go to 7.
Land off the top is pretty sick. Let's just use our Empath and use Flare.
So let's see what he's got. Heavy infantry. All right. Well, that's
So
pretty
that'll
beatable.
So
I guess
here,
the play is
tap the Cleric still, isn't it? And then just Flare him.
yeah. At this point, he has to know that we have Flare, but I don't think he's got any choice but to
We're not dead here, are we?
but to block. No, we still get to follow up with a Timberpack Wolf. Because we've got the Vigilant Castellan too. I think he's got a block, yeah. So,
I think you just Flare it.
yeah, we just get to Flare. Plus we get to play Timberpack Wolf.
Plus we get Renan and he takes 5. Now he does have his Shadow of the Past is online now.
True. So the way he can't play a combat trick and use Shadows of the Past though. So
You can play in Shrouding Mist.
put a card on top. All right, so we
He's got no
smash
cards in hand
for
as well. So
5,
take him to 6.
and we get to follow up with a Timberpack Wolf.
Well, if he attacks with the Flyer, he's just dead because we hit him with the Aven and then we use the 4/3 to kill him with the Rogue's Passage. Now, obviously, he can gain 2 life with the Shadows of the Past, but that's going to be his entire turn.
That does take all his mana. That brings him to 8 and us to 5. Okay.
That's annoying, but I think that's actually all right.
So I think let me think about this. So he doesn't have. All right, he has to keep them both back. That's good. And he can't do Shadows of the Past. So he did leave up Enshrouding Mist.
So we just...
All right, we got the
Rogue's
land,
Passage.
so now we can make Knight unblockable and force him to chump both of our guys.
Yeah, I probably just do that.
But I guess if he has Enshrouding Mist, then...
He's got no cards in hand.
Oh, well then, yeah, he's so we just get rid of his board then. Yeah.
'em. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We board wipe him. 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 We board wipe There's even no real need to.
Well,
I guess you might as well.
because he can. I mean, this absolutely forces him to. He has to block our 2 guys now.
Yeah, he has to trade for the wolf and chump the 2/4, and then he needs to draw a card that costs 1 mana that saves him. So I think it's almost impossible for him to win from this position.
He does get to scry 3 times.
He does get to dig for that card, so
Let's see if he finds something. Bottom.
bottom. I mean, there's no card he can put on top. Unholy Hunger, I guess, keeps him alive. Does he even have Spell Mastery? He doesn't. So Unholy Hunger doesn't even keep him
Triple
alive.
bottom. So whatever he's digging for, it's got.
I mean, it could be Tragic Arrogance.
Yeah, I guess. Then he gets to choose Castellan too, which is pretty good for him.
Or the Languish.
All right. Yeah, Languish
Or
would have been
Concede.
good for him too.
Strong play conceding. I don't think I use it often enough. Okay, against Suppression Bonds and Shadows of the Past.
And
the fact-
and Weight of the Underworld.
And an Auramancer, which means he's probably got something else in there as
So
well.
I kind
think
of
we
like
can bring in-
maybe bringing in an Ascetic.
I think so too. You want to bring in the Ascetic and cut the Empath?
On the
lower
draw,
empath,
I
before
can get
drop?
on board. I think 1 Ascetic's probably good too. We don't need to get overboard with it.
No, because some percentage of the time it's still crap.
I'm okay with that. On the draw, we'll dump the Empath, get the Ascetic for the extra value. Yeah, let's try this out. And if we see a bunch more artifacts, because he may actually have that other Sigil of the Empty Throne.
Maybe.
Right?
I mean, he isn't playing any terrible ones. Way to the Underworld's not amazing, but it's not unplayable.
No, I don't. I think that card's okay. All right, let's try this out. 1 Ascetic for now. If we see the Sigil of the Empty Throne when we know he's on the enchantment plan, we can consider the other one.
And maybe the Caterpillar.
Yeah.
Just go all in on the hate. If there's not any more flyers. Oh, that's pretty good.
It's a good hand. Definitely keep
2
it.
drop, 3 drop, 4 drop. I'm happy with that.
So we still open with the white mana, just in case. Top deck that Lieutenant.
Lieutenant decides to show up. Not so far. Got another shot at it though. Or even like Topin Freeblade would be fine too.
Yeah.
Pretty happy with that.
Well,
Okay.
I wonder what he top decked.
Oh, that's better than Yepis Force Mage maybe.
Yeah, very much so. Because now we get
You
to
know
go.
what's great with? That's great with Wild Instincts.
Yeah, we've got a couple good follow-up plays after that night. Okay.
Okay. I think you play the Knight here.
I might actually attack into this Stalwart Haven.
Or you can double block.
I would trade a Herald for an Anointer.
Actually, I'm not against that at all.
I
yeah,
think,
I
and,
okay.
and there's a chance that we get to bluff it through because he might not.
I think
want
it's a very high chance, to be honest. If he double blocks and we have Titanic Growth, that's just so bad for
He
him. I
could
think
also
takes
just
it.
single block. And it looks like he did.
That's not so bad.
So
that's fine.
he
Yeah.
wisely did do the.
Oh.
Oh, okay, good. So our bluff was
So that's-
successful, thankfully. And since
2
we
free
couldn't
damage?
block there anyway, I actually kind of like that.
What's nice about this is if he attacks with the Aven and taps his guy, we can Wild Instincts for 1 million.
Oh yeah.
Because he's going to tap out for a 4 drop. If the 4 drops a Suppression Bonds or whatever, that's kind of annoying, but it's not the end of the world. If he does that, then we just Wild Instincts to eat the Aven.
Yeah, I think so
Prob-
too. And we've got the Rogue's Passage again.
There's very few 4 drops in black and white, though, that will beat our 5/4 Knight. Once we've Wild Instincts.
Yeah, I think there's a good chance we're going to end up eating whatever he's playing here and getting in for some good damage.
If we hit a Grasp of the Hieromancer, we can actually cast that and Yev's Horse Mage, though.
Which is
That's
pretty
not bad
good.
either.
He might just bonds our Knight. In which case, I think we still just Wild Instincts away the Aven.
Hit for 4? Yeah, I don't mind that at all. I really want to get the Wild Instincts off while he's tapped out,
Yeah,
honestly.
definitely.
Although there's not a lot he could have. He needs it like in those specific colors. There's no cards he could have that screw us, are there?
It would
Can't-
have to be like a
can't-
combat trick, like Mighty Leap or Enshrouding
Mighty
Mist.
Leap's not even that bad. Mist would be bad. Mighty Leap would still trade for Mighty Leap, wouldn't we?
Well, this thing it would be a 4/6 to our 4/4.
Oh yeah, if he's it'll be a 4/6 to our
5/4.
5. Or yeah, he's thinking. He's having to think.
Well, I like him tapping out, so I
Yeah,
think
so
the play is still... Well, this is actually...
Now it's nom the Griffin. Now we nom the Griffin, I think.
Yeah, I think so, too.
Griffin hits harder than the Avon anyway. We nom the Griffin and we get in for 7.
And then he doesn't have a good block for Knight anymore either, so...
No. We've drawn a few too many lands, but that's all right. Especially if we're going to hit that invocation at some point.
And Rogue's Passage is going to put him on a clock, so he's got to deal with the Knight now.
This is exactly why I love having Rogue's Passage in the deck.
Yeah. I mean, now we're he basically has to use Suppression Bonds or Way to the Underworld here to, like, deal with the Knight.
Way to the Underworld's not even that good. He can't be attacking, surely.
If he has a follow-up play, he could. Whoa, attack with Anointer.
Well, if he's not attacking with the Avon, there's no point. Oh, that's the same as just
Yeah, same thing.
using it.
Now we'll see what his follow-up play is.
Tragic Arrogance. He played a land, so he doesn't have a second swamp.
Okay, so he did go for the
Bonds,
Bonds play. I still think we're okay, and I'm happy we have
Aesthetic
that.
off the top.
Yeah, Aesthetic off the top. Let's get that sideboard hate in here. Ooh,
That's pretty good.
that's a nasty draw. All right, so we just swing, play Citadel Castellan. I think I'm going to keep Rogue's Passage a mystery for now. I don't want him to know
Okay.
about that yet. Because it might change his play.
Well, might change his play in a way that benefits us. It's unlikely. Withholding information is generally beneficial.
I think we'll just play the Plains. And then we even get to keep up a Celestial Flare mana.
Fake
that
Celestial Flare.
he
And he knows
knows-
we have one now, so
he knows that we have it in our deck, I think, too. Yeah, he does, so...
that disincentivizes him a little bit from attacking with the Avon and pumping it. Okay.
Well, he's not concerned.
He's not spooked. So Hieromancer's great here. Otherwise, we're in a little bit of trouble race-wise, I think, but not hugely.
Well, we'll see. I think... Oh, well. Or
I
there's
know.
that. So what's the play? I guess the play is Force Mage the Herald, swing both. He blocks Castellan, we Might of the Masses. Or we can go Rogue's Passage, make unblockable, plus Might of the Masses, and that puts him on a 2-turn clock. But
That puts him dead next turn.
I kind of don't mind getting a Tactician off the board in case he's got another removal spell.
No, I think we do that. I think we Rogue's Passage up the Castellan. And that way...
And do the Might of the Masses?
Well, we can Might of the Masses the following turn if you want.
Oh, and I see. Okay. And yeah, that's true. When you get a 4/5.
How much would he take? He would take 5. He would go to 4. Okay,
I
well,
mean,
that's fine.
if we do the Force Mage on the Herald, swing both, he blocks, we get in for 4, plus we kill his Tactician.
This is interesting. Look, if we play the Passage and we use it on the Castellan and we use Might of the Masses, then that means he goes to
2?
4. Well, if he will...
Or and he goes to
Oh.
4.
He goes to 4, and then he either has to kill the Castellan or he's dead. And if he kills the Castellan, we cast the Eva's Force Mage the following turn. Oh, we can't Force Mage and Passage though.
Yeah, I don't think we've quite got the mana to do that.
I can definitely see the plan of playing Rogue's Passage. And
Only because I like getting the 3/3 off the board, and he pretty much has to block the Castellan.
So you want to Force Mage up the Herald?
And I think smash for 6.
Okay, in that case, play the Rogue's Passage in case he mind rots us.
Yeah, I'll do that post combat. So
Right.
let's Force Mage up Herald. He knows we've got something, and he definitely knows he has to block. I mean, I could also actually I don't want him to block the Castellan, right?
You could take him to 1.
Couldn't I buff the Castellan, attack with both, and then I still trade Might of the Masses for Tactician?
Yeah, that works better.
Or actually, I could just attack with Castellan.
Well, then he just chumps.
Yeah, I guess that's true too.
You might as well attack with the Herald because he can't let the Castellan through.
Well-
I think he's chumping the Castellan no matter what. And if he attacks with the Herald, then you use the Might of the Masses, and that's fine. And we get a big giant Castellan. That's all good.
All right, well, let's go with the initial plan then. We'll pump the
No,
Herald.
do the other. I would have done the other way.
We'll swing. I mean, I think either way he was gonna block the Castellan.
Yeah, but this way we have to use the Might of the Masses. The other way we didn't.
Is that right?
Yeah,
Because
if you
if
pump
I
the Castellan,
pump the
it'd be a 4/5.
Castellan, maybe you're right. Well, I guess, yeah.
Because if you pump the Castellan and we attack with it, he either chumps it and we don't need to use Might of the Masses, or he blocks the 2/2 and we use Might of the Masses, but we have a renowned Castellan.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Then that would have been better. But like to be honest, play the passage. I don't think it's gonna matter. To be honest,
Now he's in a tough spot here for sure.
he's got outs though. Tragic Arrogance is insane because he leaves us with our knight with the suppression bombs on it.
Yeah, I really hope he doesn't have Tragic Arrogance in there.
I assume there's no attack incoming here. Yeah.
And he doesn't have the double black for the hunger. So now we just get to... Oh, wow.
I would like to attack with 2 things. In case he's Celestial Flare.
Oh, I see what you're saying. That's a good point. So let's be willing to throw away a Force Mage, I guess. Actually, then if we're going to attack with 2 things, we attack with 3 things.
Yeah. So, but I think he still obviously passages the Castellan. Yeah.
So we attack with everything.
Because I think that's one way that we do lose this game.
Yeah,
is if
I
he-
definitely like to play around the flare idea. That's a good call. So he gets to eat our Herald, but Herald's kind of irrelevant here anyway.
Yeah, big whoop. Or jump it and eat the other one. That's fine. Now we have
We could save our Force Mage.
I think I'd rather protect the Castellan. Although, what are we really protecting it from?
Not much. I mean, Shrouding Mist only protects from damage.
Maybe saving it's okay because he's going to he's going to 3 though. So
I think we protect our Force Mage here. Actually, it leaves him.
Well-
It leaves us with 3 attackers. Him with 1 blocker.
yeah, okay.
We don't get to kill his Aven, but I think that's okay. Oh, okay. That's all right.
Ah, that sucks. Priority's a bitch. Still fine because he still needs to beat that Castellan.
And even if he does beat the Castellan, now at least we have Force Mage.
We don't have
which-
lethal.
I mean, Force Mage is, with Passage is still going to win the race. So he definitely has to deal with Castellan right now. And he clearly doesn't have the answer to, or at least he didn't have the answer for Castellan last turn. Or he would have played it by now. All right, Shadows of the Past is actually worthless here.
Yeah, we just don't let anything die.
Awesome. All right, well,
8 packs.
Dennis, thanks for the help, man. You did
There
great.
we go, buddy.
Definitely appreciate the input on Rogue's Passage and running a 16 land deck. I've run Rogue's Passage before, but I think I can safely say this is the first 16 land deck I've run in this format. So
I think it's definitely worth it in times like this.
yeah, that worked really well. All right, well,
Awesome.
Go to Dennis's YouTube page, Windmill Slam. I'll have the link to that in the video description. Otherwise, you can just
Awesome.
search up Windmill Slam in YouTube. Do you have like a Twitter? You can plug anything you want, man.
We do have a twitter.com/windmillslammtg, or I'm twitter.com/stranjak, which is STRANJAK, which is also my Magic Online username if you ever want to run into me. Yeah. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, no problem. Let's do some more of these collaboration drafts. These are a lot of fun.
That was awesome.
All
Let's
right.
do it.
See you guys
See you
later.
next time.